Coach, it's not supposed to look that easy when you get to this point of a tournament, and I'm sure it wasn't, but you guys make it look that way. Is this one of the best efforts for 40 minutes that they put together this year?
It certainly is, under the circumstances and conditions. Knowing how meaningful this game was, it was just an outstanding effort by our group.
When you look back on a game like this, I know coaches always find something. There's always something that you can work on, and when you go to the next level, that you're going to point at this game and say, what are you going to find from this game, or will you focus more on how much they did correctly?
I'm really focusing in this moment on how much they did correctly. You're right. If anyone can find it, I can. I'm not going to find anything at this moment. But no, seriously, one thing this team doesn't understand is as long as they play with all their heart, we've got a lot of depth that can spell any of them at any time. You know, we've got so much more, so many pieces that could easily be getting double digits or double doubles, and they move the ball around. You know, we've had some kids step up that aren't typical starters that come in and make plays, and I'm just really thrilled. I mean, we've got to improve some things, sure, going to Sioux Falls, but this is a pretty good start.
Kiana, you keep breaking this single game record. Is it old to you now?
I wouldn't say it's old. It's just something to strive for. I don't really pay attention to it though. My goal is to get the win, and that's what we did tonight, and I'm just happy for the victory.
You can get 50, huh?
I was going for it when somebody told me I was 3 points away, but they just kept fouling us, so I didn't get the opportunity.
I know perspective is a tough thing after you just won about 15 minutes ago, but do you guys get a sense of the history that this program this year is creating at this school?
Definitely. We can't stop hearing about it. Everybody walk up to us and tell us, oh, y'all making history. It's been 34 years since we won a national championship. Or it's 34 years since we won a CIAA championship. So it just feels good to be a part of history, and I'm just embracing the moment.
You knew coming in this was going to be your last game at Barco. Did that play in anything?
I just wanted to give the fans a show. Make sure they enjoy watching me play for my last time in Barco.
Lady, your chances in Sioux Falls, and what do you know about South Dakota?
Absolutely nothing.
What are you expecting? Anything?
Not much. I expect to go in there for us to work hard and bring the victory back to Richmond.
How do you think that the way you guys play? Again, Lane said you made it look easy, and you did. How much do you think the competition is going to jump when you get there?
I think the competition is going to be even harder because there'll be teams coming at us. But with the pieces that we got, I'm pretty sure we can persevere through everything that they throw at us. So I feel like we'll be okay.
Final questions for the student athletes? Thank you, ladies. You are dismissed at this time. The floor is now open for questions for the head coach.
Coach, I get the same question that I asked the girls too. You've been making history all season long, but this one tonight especially is special. It's a banner, you know, it goes up in the rafters. You have to count back a long way till there was one there for the ladies. Do you get a sense of what you've been able to accomplish?
You know, it's a great accomplishment, and when you have been coaching, I've been coaching for 22 years, and it's like in this one season, it's been a special journey with a special group of people, our support staff, Coach Taylor, Jim Juneau, you know, our president, Dr. Perkins, just all of the support that we've garnered. You know, it all plays into the buildup of how special this year has been, and everything that you dream about as a coach. You know, we've got the player of the year, the defensive player of the year, the most outstanding player of the tournament, the most outstanding player of the Atlantic, you know, region. You know, those are all things that you tell kids, your student athletes, that if they work hard, they can achieve those things. And for us to do it all in 1 year, we just give all the praise and honor to God. We give all the glory to God because in 1 year, what this team has done, they don't have any idea. People coach their lifetime or play their lifetime hoping to achieve one of these championships, but to do what they've done is remarkable.
It would be great to have one player with a double-double and rebounds in the teams, and you have two. How much does does that play into you guys winning, that your rebounding is so stellar?
You know, that's one of the reasons that we're still alive, is we rebound the ball very, very well. We've got a very good point guard, but we've got two players in Taylor White and Lady Walker that on every given game could get close to 30 rebounds a game. Some teams just barely muster 30 rebounds as a team. Those two, I mean, that's one of our trademarks. That's one of the things that we like to say. We hang our hat on our defense, and rebounding is a big part of our defense.
Coach, when Kiana came out in that third quarter, I think that was the first time she sat all tournament. What'd you see from your girls in the way they act, you know, without her on the floor?
You know, it really puts us a little out of character because she's never off the floor. And Kiana is such an aggressive player, but that's still a part of her game that she's got to grow. She was saying, you know, her point was, but coach, I didn't even touch the kid. It's just the matter that you reached and gave the referee an opportunity to say that you did. But what it means to our team when she's not out there, that's got to be more important to her than getting that one steal. We were up 20 at the time, and we're like, let it go, let it go. So that's an area that we've got to grow in if we want to win these last 3 games to finish this thing off.
Coach, you ain't gonna say the Panther Nation that really came out in force tonight.
You know, just the way Panther Nation came out, the way that the fans feel the Barco, you know, there was some uncertainty about where the tournament would be played, and I'm just so thrilled that it was played in the Barco, a place that's meant so much to us all year. And you know, our kids were they were so confident that if we could play in the Barco, they would win it all. And that's what happened. We never lost a game in our white uniforms, so they were glad we were the home team the whole tournament. And we haven't lost a game in Barco Arena, so just what a special year it's been.
How does what next week go, and as you head off the football, what's your plan here?
You know, obviously we're going to let them get some rest here. I don't know how quickly the turnaround is in terms of when that first game would be. I know it will be a quick turnaround because the Final Four is coming, but these are going to be 2 important games. And I do know we've had a chance to see on film one of the teams because they played a team that we played previously, Lubbock Christian, and that's a team that's just undefeated still, but they're huge. They are really across the board from 5'11" to 6'2", 6'3". So they're a very, very big team. I don't know that we would play them, but we had an opportunity to see them. We're aware of them. So we know the competition's gonna get better, but we just like our chances, you know, and I'm just so proud to be representing the CIAA. What a wonderful experience it was going through our conference this year. You know, kudos to Shaw University and also to Shawan, who they just played. They played well. You know, Shaw had their hands full with West Liberty, but we got them back, Shaw. So, but we like to tip our hats to West Liberty because they shot that ball. That's one thing they could do. That worried us coming into the game, but we thought our speed would really make the difference in the ball game.
42, 3-point.
Yes, 20 in the first half. So we had to pick our poison, and if we wouldn't have zoned them, they would have driven us to the basket, and with Kiana in a little bit of foul trouble, we just said, we're gonna stay zoned, weather this storm, and ride it out.
Additional questions, comments? This concludes the session of our post-game wrap.